start with that breaking news this morning. 2 Israeli embassy staff members shot and killed outside of the Capitol Jewish Museum. This is down in Washington, D.C.
That's right. The suspect was chanting "Free, Free Palestine" after he was taken into custody. Let's get right to Good Day's Hayley Fixler. She joins us live in studio with the latest on this very active investigation. Hayley, good morning.
Good morning, Dan, Tashani. Yeah, very active investigation, but here is what we know. We know that the 2 staffers who were killed, they were a couple. Officials say they were actually meant to get engaged next week. Now, this all happened as a few people were leaving an event for young professionals at the Jewish Museum. This is what police say.
Prior to the shooting, the suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside of the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire, striking both of our decedents. After the shooting, the suspect then entered the museum and was detained by event security.
We heard between 10 to 15 gunshots, roughly.
All right, this here on your screen, it's a photo of the couple killed in this shooting. They are identified as Yaron Lishinsky and Sarah Milgram. Reports show that Milgram graduated from the University of Kansas in 2021. She later got her master's degree from American University. Now, she'd been working at the embassy since 2023. Milgram wrote on social media that her goals and passion were peace building. Lishinsky was a German immigrant to Israel and had been working at the embassy since 2022. Now, DC police say that the suspect is 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez from Chicago, and reports indicate once in custody, Rodriguez told police he, quote, did it for Gaza. Now, the deputy director of the FBI is calling this a targeted attack and says right now there's no active threat to the community. The D.C. mayor, Muriel Bowser, at a news conference reiterated she will not tolerate any acts of terrorism and added that the city will also not tolerate anti-Semitism. A woman who was at the event describes her encounter with the suspect moments after the shooting.
I did see whom I believe is the perpetrator. Again, I did not see the shooting. He seemed very distressed, so I assumed he was a witness to it, and I offered him water. He said yes. I went to get him water. The moment I handed him the glass of water, he then whipped out a red Jordanian keffiyeh and said "Free Palestine." And then the security ran in, subdued him. I mean, they didn't tackle him, but they got him outside.
All right, again, this was an event for young professionals and diplomats. The online invitation describes it as an evening, quote, dedicated to fostering unity and celebrating Jewish heritage. It's also important to note the location was not shared unless someone registered and RSVP'd. Now, on Truth Social, President Trump posted that this attack was, quote, based obviously on anti-Semitism. He added, quote, hatred and radicalism have no place in the USA. Condolences to the families of the victims. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, his office also responded to the shootings, saying he is outraged by the, quote, horrifying anti-Semitic murder of 2 Israeli embassy employees in Washington, D.C. He adds, quote, I have directed that security be increased at Israeli missions around the world and for the state's representatives. All right, so we know that the FBI is involved in this investigation. Attorney General Pam Bondi says that federal agencies are working with D.C. authorities in order to keep everyone safe. Bondi also says that the suspect will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And, of course, this is, of course, an ongoing investigation. Dan, Tashani, back to you.
Hayley, thank you.